Hello Barstow, I'm sure that we are all well aware of the mask shortage that is happening, and with the recent suggestion that anyone who leaves the house should be wearing these masks, that shortage only continues to increase. So today I'm going to be teaching you how you can make homemade masks from home that you can either wear when you and your family leave the house, or you can donate them for community service to healthcare workers, police officers, people who work at grocery stores, anyone who is not able to work from home. So here is how you can make a mask from home. These are the materials that I'm going to be using. The first is this pattern that I just made out of regular printer paper. You're just going to measure 9 inches this way and 6 inches this way. You're going to mark 1/2 inch from the top and the bottom for when you're going to fold it over and make a hem. Then you're going to mark lines at 1.5 inches, 3 inches, and 4.5 inches. This is where the pleats are going to be so it can fit the curvature of the face. I have a pencil just to make the pattern and mark it on the fabric. Scissors or fabric cutter, whatever you want to use to make those cuts on the pattern in the fabric. A ruler or something like this to make straight lines and measure out the pattern. And then for the actual fabric and what you're going to be using to make the mask, the first thing you're going to need is elastic, but I'm telling you almost everywhere is out of elastic. So a little hack for you is I just took these braided hair ties that I use, and this is just one of them, and it gets you a decent amount of elastic. So if you want to look and order that or get that, you can get packages with a ton in them and get a very decent amount of elastic. Second is this lightweight surface interfacing. I just ordered it off of Amazon, and it's going to act as a filter, so you can put that in between the fabric and it's going to add a little bit more protection. If you don't have this or don't want to order it, then a paper towel apparently works just as well, so that's another option for you. And finally, normal fabric. Doing some research, 100% cotton is what's recommended. So if you're going to order fabric, that's what I would recommend. But also, like 100% cotton t-shirt is also going to work very well. So this is what I'm going to be using. And then I'm also going to be using a sewing machine, but you can use fabric glue and it apparently works just as well. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take the pattern and lay it on top of your fabric. And you want to make sure the bottom is matched up on a fold like that, and then you can just lay it. It's best if you do it on a corner so you can get the most out of your fabrics, and then you're going to cut that out, and then you're going to do the exact same with the interfacing. You're just going to line it up on a fold and then cut it out so that it matches. Now that you have cut both of those out, they should match up when you place them together, and then you're going to take your elastic and make 2 strips of 7-inch elastic. Now that you have your 2 strips of elastic here, you're going to want to take the interfacing and put it on the non-pattern side of the fabric and then fold it over. So it should have the interfacing and then the pattern folded inwards, and then the interfacing should be on the outside on both sides of this. So I just pinned everything in place. So I have the elastic pinned here, so you want the outsides to kind of be poking out and have the cord kind of going around that way on both sides. And then right here I put 2 different pins. You just want like a 2-inch gap where you're not going to sew or glue, so that you can turn it inside out once you're finished. Now you should be able to turn it to where the pattern and elastic are outside, and once you have that, then you can go back where that hole was and sew across so that it is all sewn up and you should have no holes left. Now I'm going to show you how to do the pleats. I have them finished on one side, so I'll show you how to do it on this one. So you're going to take your pattern back out, and remember now that you have folded it in, it's a little bit smaller, so that 1/2 inch marks that we made is what you're going to be using to measure them out. So you can line it up, and then right where these lines are where that fold is going to be. So right here you're going to fold it over like that, and then you'll put a pin in there. And then for the second one, you'll line it up again, and you can just kind of pinch it just enough that it folds over to an even amount. And then you'll place your pins there, and then you're going to go ahead and sew all the way around the mask a second time just to make sure everything is nice and secure. This is what it should look like when you're finished. You can play around with the pleats and find different sizes, just see what kind you like to make best. You just have to make a couple and see what you like to do. I like to then take this last pleat and tuck it back to the back side like this. I just feel like it catches the chin a little bit better and fits a little bit better, but you can just look at different tutorials, see what you like best, and this is just what I like to make. And yeah, hopefully you can try this out and make a couple. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and also if you have any ideas on ways that you are getting your community service finished, I want to see that too. And if you do make these masks, be sure to let us know at Stow TV. I know that Cayenne Carlgren in 8th grade has been making these masks, so thank you very much. You are definitely helping your community so much. And I'll see you next time on a community service idea.